Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. It's a pretty loose pass. Has a look and place it forward. Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Aimed beyond the defence. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Got a throw in. And it's Neymar. Over to the left. Now it's Hazard. Just about within shooting range. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Gehi spots it and intercepts. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh no, what a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hazard. Beckham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Always onto this. That has not gone well. Now it's Haaland. Beckham. Tries to play it through, and he's picked out the run. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, tries from a long way out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Messi. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Can he find the finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Defending was strong and firm.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good... Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking for the run. Spread neatly. Well read. And the danger is averted. Shot at goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And this is Neymar. It's come to nothing. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Messi. Great vision. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Yamal. And that pass just didn't quite work. Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Not the most accurate pass. Cafu plays it in. He's cut it out. It's their second corner of the game.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Yamal. It's a good run down the right. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Can he get it through? That ball looks a good one. Barella, he's a sharp little ball here. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that was nowhere near his best. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now that looks a decent ball. Spread out to the left. Threads one in. And the shot! He's scored! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. He's having a go! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
You can never be short of runners in this.
Applies the finish! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Now, can they get him away? He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. Roberto Carlos plays it short. There will be a throw-in. And that is a little undercooked. Tries a shot! Toure kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Haaland. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Haaland finds himself offside.
Cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Good chance here. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. That pass isn't the best. Rodri. And he was quick to react. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Saliba makes the interception. Barella, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Cross needs to be good. Messi! It's a terrible pass. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 22, Neymar, será sustituido por el dorsal 8.
Great defending, strong and determined. Back into the middle. It's Bale! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Really well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
El dorsal 11.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. That's going in strongly.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's being urged to shoot. Big chance! And that would have won it.
Messi really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Opts to play it, and he's had a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Conte. Out to the left it goes. And this is Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. Bale! It's fallen kindly here. And he hits the net. And this is getting better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. No, that was never going to make it. Looking to play him in. Oh, Red, nice interception. Played out to the right. Knocks it into space. And here's Haaland. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Pass somewhat off target. Yehi. Diaz. Tries to pass it through. And it's been played through. And the finish! And that is wildly off target. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you? Oh, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Barcelona have chosen to go with a 3-6-1 formation. Goes for goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Bale. Oh, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Hazard. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! First blood drawn. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's intervened well there. Out to the right. Oh, super ball, shot at goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Bale deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs.
Good effort from distance. Decent hit and on target. Knocks it into space. Cafu in acres of space out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is out of play. And that's gone loose. Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Good, strong hand by the keeper. Diaz might just make this. Oh, that was vital. Not the most accurate pass. Swung over. That has not gone well. What a throw in. Well, that looks a decent ball. Driving forward, and he's being shifted off it. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Great ball, and he's in shapes to shoot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Dani Olmo. Strokes it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Great ball, and he's in here. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And here's Yamal. Now it's Martinez. And a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
The goal scorer for Manchester United.
So, a breakthrough already.
Number 21.
Van de Ven.
Lautaro Martinez.
Hernandez. Bellingham. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Now it's Yamal. Martinez. He's got away. And a chance! And it's Yaya Toure.
Manchester United definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Now it's Bale. Now it's Chiesa. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tries to play it through. Kvaratskhelia. And that's aimed into the... He rises! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Luis is there, and he can pick it up.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That has not gone well. Douglas Luis.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Carlos, looking to play him in. That is good alertness. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Passes short and sharp. Yamal. He's a sharp little ball here. Beckham. Hernandez. Bellingham. Manchester United finding their passes. Martinez! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! A finish right from the top draw. 2 up now, and they are cruising. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal. Goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Number 8.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
No, that's been intercepted.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. He's found the way through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. He's not got that quite right. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that is a little undercooked. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Hakimi. Can he latch onto this? Now it's Bale.
There will be 1 minute.
Time and again they are repelled. Courtois sends that along. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
So that was the first half. Still plenty of time left for a comeback. Substitution.
So off we go once more.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Dani Olmo, decent chance! Great football, shot and save. And we have our very first corner. Luis plays it short, in towards the back stick. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham. Oh, that's a fine interception. Bale. No way through there. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Neatly clipped into space. Now that shot a goal! And somehow he kept it out.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Hakimi plays it in, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
It's hit the upright. Bellingham. He's looking wide. And Hernandez. Looking for the run. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Bale. And this is Messi. Referee has just said play on. Spread out to the left. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Douglas Luiz chips it through. And the finish! It goes to show he is human after all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United are making a change now. Mbappe coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Bellingham. And he's intervened well there. Dani Olmo. Bellingham. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception, well timed. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's Bale!
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Chiesa. Coming on to replace him is
Bellingham.
number 20.
Now it's Martinez. And it's made its way to him. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to pass it through, and he's picked out the run. Bale! And the keeper's well positioned.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And it's Dembele. Now it's Bale. Great vision. Greenwood, looking for options for movement. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's had a shot! Now, how often do you see that?
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Number 4.
So,
Bale.
time for changes on
Number
both sides,
23,
actually.
Barella. Number 24, Toure. Coming
Hakimi.
on the field, number
Rafael
13,
Leao.
Suarez.
Now it's
Number
Dembele.
9, Frank Lampard. Number 19, Conte.
Martinez
Substitutions
receives
taking
it in a
place.
good position here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get it through? And Messi! Outstanding save to keep that out.
I just wonder what was on his mind there.
Substitution on the
Should have put his
field.
foot right through it.
Number 7, Cafu.
There's going to be another change
Number
here.
8, Beckham. Coming on the field,
Manchester
number 3,
United are looking to
Belletti.
go. Whistle's gone,
Number
that's
17,
foul.
Olise.
And he is going into that little black book. Hernandez, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pass somewhat off target. Bellingham. Manchester United clearly now in lead preservation mode. Rafael Leao, there's the shot! No mistake! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Rafael Leao demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United are
added minutes
having
has
a
been
ball
indicated.
here. Ambitious ball here. Now this could be a chance. He's through and all alone! And he's lost his man here. There will be 4 extra minutes. Now it's Messi. He has found a way through. Luis cuts out the pass. Van de Ven. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A
everybody,
clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
today's
ingredients for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's made its way to him. He's picked his way through. It's their first effort on goal.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, there's the clearance. And he's quick to get it clear again. Passes short and sharp. And he cuts out the supply. He's looking wide. Now it's Bale. Dani Olmo gets a foot in here. And here's Thuram. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And there's the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Spread it left. Chiesa. In with the challenge. Hakimi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Back into the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Bale. Vinicius Junior. Dani Olmo. And he's found a way past. That's a cute ball. Dani Olmo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
So it is still 0-0. He's on it, can he get away? And he's searching... Shot, surely! Oh, another save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Corner number 2 then. Dani Olmo! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Olmo. In he goes again! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 28 minutes is number
Manchester
20,
United have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Hakimi cuts out the pass. Araujo. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Played back in. Now it's Mbappe. Look, there's the header! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Oh, what's he done? And a goal kick. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? It's a good foot in there. Douglas Luiz. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Bale. It's Bale! Dani Olmo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo running with the ball. Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Back into the middle.
There will be 1
Douglas
minute
Luiz.
at a time.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neatly clipped into space. Van Dijk cuts it out. And the referee brings the first half to a close. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
A bit of support. Substitution.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Bellingham. That's a little off target. And it's Hakimi. And he's in on goal! Bellingham. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Hernandez. It's Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Bale. Not the most accurate pass. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Dani Olmo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to pass it through. Douglas Luiz. Hernandez. Bellingham. Now it's Lewandowski. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense.
And he shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Number 22.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Bale. Coming on the field.
Manchester
Number
United
20,
have the chance to go the other way.
Number 13, Suarez.
And he welcomes it in.
Substitution in
Just the
progress.
kick. Lewandowski! Yes! And they are cruising away. And that really is so impressive.
The goal scorer for Manchester United.
A case now of complete control.
Number 5.
Changes him with that pass.
Lewandowski.
Now it's Lewandowski. Mbappe. Hakimi. Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That has been cut short. Messi. Looks a good ball through. Lovely bit of skill. Barella. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Coming on the field, number 9, Frank
It's a
Lampard.
sharp little ball
Number
here.
19,
He's in a good... He's had a
Conte.
shot! It's in! Just cruising! They are cruising!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and
It's Lewandowski! It's loose, and oh, what has happened here? Hernandez with the delivery. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Gabriel. And it's Hakimi. Played back to the goalkeeper. Great vision. Rafael Leao. And he's lost his man here. Shapes to shoot! Without the best in the keeper.
well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.